All right, let's talk. Another rant by Tyler Williams, basically. Problem that I see with business owners from a marketing standpoint, of course, but this is something that percolates out beyond that. Perfectionism. I have been guilty of it. A lot of my clients have been guilty of it. My staff has been guilty of it. Your mom has probably been guilty of it. Perfectionism is a problem in most facets of life. I think that there's nothing wrong with high standards and achieving something. You have to determine whether or not your standards are actually preventing you from achieving what you really want or need. So obviously where I see this a lot is in with perfectionism. Over the years, I've had tons of different clients. Personality types are all different, and they're always someone that we have to navigate. Like, we have to learn how they operate, and we have to learn what's important to them if we're going to serve their business. What we've done is we modify our communication standards and in order to meet the client's needs. That said, multiple times over the years, and this is not new, but it happens multiple times over the years, we have dealt with a perfectionist in our midst. I will maintain that if you launch into the marketplace at anywhere from 60 to 80% polish, you win, because everybody else is trying to get to 90. The person who talks first, loudest, the most often, they're the ones that win. They get the positioning. They get in front of the audience. I have had advertising campaigns stalled for months, and then a client's wondering why their business is hurting over being perfect. That's a dangerous place to be. You want to push something out, because there's another side of perfectionism. It is unfairly assuming that you understand what the market wants, and no one really knows what the market wants. That's why you push it out there. You need the feedback. You cannot be a perfectionist without that feedback. I started out as a video producer. I wanted everything to look like a movie. I achieved my standard and then some over the years. And lately, I've realized social media, video production has gotten A, commoditized, B, easier and easier to do, and everybody's a media producer. What matters more than how clever something is or how good it looks is being there more often than the next guy. Granted, there is a barrier, there's a tipping point, but once you reach that certain echelon of like, this is good, go ahead and release it into the wild. That'll allow you to iterate. Your standard of perfectionism today will evolve, and your experience that you get from pushing things out into the market are going to inform your future efforts, and you're going to be even more perfect in 2 years than you would if you sat down and just mulled over something. I have been guilty of doing this. I have been guilty of not producing what I knew needed to be produced because I wasn't sure if it would live up to my own expectations, and I've had to walk myself back off that cliff more times than I care to admit. But it's true. So in the realm of perfectionism, I have a quote. Somebody else probably said before me, but I'm going to attribute it to myself. Tyler Williams says, perfectionism is the enemy of execution. I should retool that, because execution is the friend of progress. And a lot of people think perfectionism is progress, and it's not. And not if it stops you from being there in the first place. That's my rant. Hope it was fun. Have a good one.